Recently, Sheik Gumi, the well-known Nigerian cleric, posted something on his Facebook page addressing a growing rumor that he was fleeing Nigeria due to US President Donald Trump's statements regarding Nigeria's security situation. Trump had posted a tweet on November 1st, 2025, accusing Nigeria of committing Christian genocide and threatening to take military action unless the government did something to protect Christians. This obviously raised a lot of eyebrows, and immediately some people started circulating rumors that Gumi was leaving the country because of this threat. However, Gumi stepped in to clarify the situation. He made it clear that he had actually secured his Turkish visa on the 16th of October 2025, weeks before Trump made his comment, and that there was no connection between his travel and Trump's statements. So, why does this matter? It's all about the way the news gets framed and how rumors can affect real-life events. The rumor mill was quick to suggest that Gumi was fleeing due to the escalating tensions caused by Trump's words, but Gumi took to social media to correct that narrative, providing the exact date of his visa approval to show that his travel plans had nothing to do with Trump's threats. This move to clear the air was important, as it showcased how easily misinformation can spread and how it's crucial for individuals to address such claims directly, especially when they are in the public eye. Now, let's talk about Trump's tweet. He claimed that there was a widespread and ongoing genocide of Christians in Nigeria, and that the US was prepared to intervene if the Nigerian government didn't take immediate action. Trump's tweet sent shockwaves not just across Nigeria, but globally. Many people, especially those who have been following the ongoing violence in Nigeria, were shocked by the intensity of his words. But the Nigerian government was quick to reject the accusation. They argued that the violence in the country was not as simple as Trump made it seem. It wasn't a case of targeted religious persecution, but rather the result of multiple layers of conflict, including terrorism, ethnic clashes, and resource-based struggles. The Nigerian government, through its officials, stated that the violence has affected both Christians and Muslims, with groups like Boko Haram and ISWAP carrying out attacks in various regions. And while it's true that some Christian communities have been targeted, the government insists that the violence is not part of any orchestrated campaign to eliminate a particular religious group. The government also emphasized that it was working to address the security challenges and that any foreign intervention would be seen as a violation of Nigeria's sovereignty. So, while Trump's comments certainly brought Nigeria's security issues to the forefront, the Nigerian government pushed back hard, defending their right to handle the situation without foreign interference. Now, let's step back and take a look at why all of this matters for Nigeria, the US, and even the global community. Trump's comment about military intervention wasn't just a random tweet. It carries significant weight, especially when you consider the role the US has played in Nigeria's fight against terrorism over the years. The US has been a key partner, providing military aid, training, and intelligence support in the fight against groups like Boko Haram. But when a US president publicly threatens military action against a sovereign nation, it complicates matters. It sends a message that foreign powers are ready to step in, which could weaken the resolve of the Nigerian government and create tension both within Nigeria and with its international allies. But here's the thing, the violence in Nigeria is far from one-dimensional. To suggest that it's solely a religious conflict is oversimplifying it. Yes, there are attacks on religious communities, but the root causes are far deeper. Nigeria's issues are a mix of political corruption, weak governance, ethnic rivalries, poverty, and religious extremism. Boko Haram, for example, isn't just targeting Christians. They've been responsible for countless deaths among Muslims as well. So, when Trump labels it a Christian genocide, he overlooks these complexities, and this type of framing can lead to a distorted view of the problem, not only among the international community, but also among Nigerians themselves. Now, let's circle back to Gumi's role in this. Gumi is a well-known figure in northern Nigeria, and his clarification about the timing of his Turkish visa application was significant because it exposed the way rumors can hijack a narrative. Imagine being a public figure like him and suddenly a false rumor about your intentions begins to circulate. In his case, people assumed he was running away from the potential consequences of Trump's threats. But Gumi took control of the situation, pointing out that his decision to travel was unrelated to Trump's comments. This serves as a reminder of how easily public perceptions can be swayed by misinformation, and how important it is to respond swiftly and clearly when you're the target of such rumors. But there's another layer to this: the international perspective. When Trump accused Nigeria of a genocide, he didn't just talk about the violence. He made a sweeping accusation that could affect diplomatic relations between the two countries. It raises questions about how foreign governments perceive Nigeria's ability to manage its internal conflicts. The claim of Christian genocide could lead to increased pressure on Nigeria, possibly resulting in sanctions, aid cuts, or even a reduction in cooperation on counterterrorism efforts. So, while the Nigerian government may reject the narrative of genocide, the impact of these accusations could be far-reaching. For the people of Nigeria, this entire situation also points to a larger issue: the need for a more honest, comprehensive dialogue about the causes of violence and the challenges the country faces. When violence is framed as a religious conflict, it pits one group against another, exacerbating tensions and creating divisions that make it harder to build national unity. The truth is, Nigeria's problems are multifaceted, and addressing them requires a balanced approach that doesn't just focus on religion, but also on issues like economic inequality, education, and good governance. At the end of the day, we need to ask ourselves, what is the real story here? Is the violence in Nigeria really about religion? Or is it about something deeper, something that requires a much broader approach to solve? While Trump's comments have highlighted the need for action, it's up to the Nigerian government and the Nigerian people to steer the conversation in a direction that addresses the root causes of violence, not just the symptoms. So, what do you think? Was Trump's comment helpful or harmful? Did Gumi's clarification about his Turkish visa make sense to you, or do you think the timing is still suspicious? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Let's keep the conversation going.